A new and cheaper MetaQuest headset is upon us. The MetaQuest 3S, as it might be called. This here has leaked a couple of days ago with all the information about this upcoming headset. And in this video, we're going to talk about it. So absolutely stay tuned. Watch the whole video because all of this goodness is coming up. I'm glad that you're back on the channel. My name is Sebastian, and if you're excited about VR, absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. Today's video is proudly sponsored by SideQuest, and you should not miss tomorrow's Indie Spotlight Summer 2024 event. They will show us how powerful sideloading is and what you can do with it. Especially interesting for you as a new Quest owner. You will learn how to sideload, how to get custom homes, and how to get all these amazing apps that you cannot find on the official store. And as you can tell, all of the show is recorded in Banter, their own social VR application that you should check out as well. They will also show you which games you missed, their legacy games, which became smash hits, right? So that you can now, when you get your Quest 3, download them. So there's so much in this show, you cannot miss it. And they will even give away free stuff. So go and check out the description of this video because the link to this show, again on 23rd, is in there. Go mark it in your calendar. You don't want to miss it. With this important message out of the way, let's get into the MetaQuest 3S. So this has leaked on 20th of May on Twitter by a user called Luna. So MetaQuest 3S. We knew already that Meta actually is working on a cheaper version of the Quest 3 in order to replace the Quest 2. And well, this might be it. So what do we learn here? Very interesting. We learn that actually it's the same chip like the one in the Quest 3. And you know what? It makes so much sense because, well, we want a headset that is able to play all the Quest 3 games, right? So there's some games coming out now that can only be played on the Quest 3 and not anymore on the Quest 2. So therefore it makes so much sense that the same chip is inside this. Let's have a look at the panel. So we have one single fast switch LCD at 1832 by 1920 per eye, 20 ppd. So, well, does this ring a bell? Yes, this is the Quest 2 panel. This is exactly the Quest 2 panel. Makes sense. It's cheap. It's not bad, right? So yeah, why not? Why not? Then we have the same 90 Hz and 120 Hz refresh rate of the Quest 2, which is fine, of course. And we have Fresnel lenses with 3-position IPD IAD adjustment. So again, Quest 2. It's the same thing. You have these 3 adjustment layers and it is all right. Yeah, so yeah, the Quest 2 was very successful. Many people loved it, even though it only had these 3 positions. So for me, it worked because I have the 64mm IPD. But if your IPD is somewhere in between those 3 positions, not so great. And therefore, obviously, the Quest 3 with its continuous IPD adjustment is much better. Anyways, to save costs, makes sense. Only one display, so only these 3 positions, like in the Quest 2. So it simply feels more like a beefed up Quest 2, right? A Quest 2 that simply has the new chip. If it wasn't also for more sensors. We're going to talk about the cameras in a moment here. But let's first have a look here. MetaQuest 2 style glasses spacer. So the same kind of eye relief that we have in the Quest 2. So again, it's a beefed up Quest 2. We have the MetaQuest Touch Plus controllers though. And well, that is nice, right? So these are the controllers of the Quest 3 without the rings. And that is without a doubt a very nice upgrade. Yeah, that I like to see. All right, so now we're looking at the cameras here. So according to this leak, we're going to have 4 IR tracking cameras for tracking of the headset itself and the controllers. Makes sense. we're going to have two 4 megapixels RGB pass-through cameras. So this was also a big question for this device. Are we going to get color pass-through? Yes, we are going to get color pass-through according to this leak. And yeah, that's good. That's good. So it makes sense because we want to also use all the mixed reality games of the Quest 3 on this device, right? So it wouldn't make sense if for this device, then suddenly we have like black and white pass-through and all the mixed reality games wouldn't really work. So it makes sense that we also have color pass-through. All right, and then we have two IR illuminators for depth sensing. So instead of like putting an expensive depth sensor into it, they simply put two IR illuminators, which are cheap, right? And then they can also probably estimate the depth of what people are looking at. So yeah, okay, cool. Why not? Yeah, MetaQuest 3 software features such as automated space setup, inside-out body tracking, and multimodal tracking. All right. So I totally believe that this leak is true. You know, like it just makes so much sense. They got the cost down by going for that cheaper Quest 2 panel. They still have the latest chip inside, which is great. Yeah, so it's basically a beefed up Quest 2 with Fresnel lenses. That's a bit sad because the lenses of the Quest 3 are just so good, and I would have loved to have the Quest 3 lenses there, but well, they had to cut the cost as much as possible. So how much is it going to be? Well, it doesn't say in this leak, but we had a leak before that, and it said that the Quest 3S would be around $300. And that makes a lot of sense. So it would be still $200 cheaper than the Quest 3. And for many people, this device will be good enough for sure, right? It's going to be better than the Quest 2 in terms of the chip. So all the new games can be played. It has color pass-through. It has the better controllers. Yep. So it makes so much sense. It is exactly in that space between the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. So it's some kind of Quest 2.5, I would say. And for $300, it is, in my opinion, a real steal. So what do you think about this leak, about the Quest 3S? Do you believe it's true? Do let me know down in the comment section. Also, do let me know if you did not get the Quest 3 because you felt it's too expensive, the $500. Are you going to go for the Quest 3S? We don't know about the name yet. Probably it's going to be called Quest 3 Lite or whatever. Anyways, are you going to buy this device? Do let me know in the comment section below. That is everything that I have for this video. I hope this was helpful and informational. Is it a word, informational? Not sure. For you, if yes, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, then absolutely do that now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. And you know what? I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.